So the final track event of the 8th Para Games held here in Singapore is the T20 final. And we'll just remind you, this will be for the last time of what the T20 classification means.
T20 is for athletes who have an intellectual impairment. They find it hard to understand and apply race plans and tactics.
So here are the runners for the 1500 metres T20 category. From Singapore, Lim Wei Leong, I should say. In second place, in lane 3, probably the favourite for this, Tinayendi Nurdin of Indonesia. Lane 4, we have Mohamed Nurisham Yusra, also of Singapore. Nasruddin of Indonesia goes in lane 5. And Mohamed Nurdin Ibrahim from Malaysia, lane 6. Lim Wei Leong, Singapore.
From Indonesia, Andy Nurdin Tine.
Now this is some athlete, looks in great shape.
Mohamed Nurisham Yusra.
Mohamed Nurisham Yusra, also of Singapore. Nasruddin, Indonesia.
Representing Malaysia, Mohamed Nurdin Ibrahim.
And finally, Mohamed Nurdin Ibrahim. We saw him in the 400 metres, where he finished 4th.
Chan Kun Thon. Ladies and gentlemen, T10 men's 1,500 meters final.
So the final track event of the 8th ASEAN Para Games. 1,500 metres, 3 3/4 laps of the track. Well, they're off to a very brisk start. We've seen a couple of 1,500 metres where, to be honest, everyone jogged round at a very slow pace indeed, and it's Tinayendi Nurdin of Indonesia who's taking them out. He was the bronze medalist in the 400 metres. Really does look an excellent athlete. 23 years of age, very springy stride. Record for this event is 4 minutes 40 seconds. In second place for Malaysia, Mohamed Nurdin Ibrahim. Third place is Chaloem of Thailand, who was a late entrant for this. And Mohamed Nurisham Yusra of Singapore, tucked in 4th at the moment. Sorry, Mohamed Nurisham Yusra bringing up the rear at the moment, with Lim Wei Leong in 5th place. So it's Indonesia 1 and 2 at the moment. Tinayendi Nurdin and Nasruddin in front of Mohamed Nurdin Ibrahim, and in 4th place Chaloem. Looks to be between those 4. Still maintaining a good pace, and if they continue at this pace, there's every chance they will set the new games record. Probably going to go through in about 2:06, something like that, for 700 metres. A little bit slower than I thought. Just about 2:10 for 700 metres. Two Singaporean runners tailing off a little bit at the back there, but a close pack, and I think we're just beginning to lose the tyre. Chaloem just beginning to lose contact, and we're 2:30 at the 800 metre mark, so that's about 75 seconds per lap. Should bring them home at around 4:40, which is the games record. Nasruddin's taking on the work now. Probably feels that he needs to run the legs out of Tine Endi Nurdin, and Nasruddin definitely putting on a little bit of a push now, just trying to break the field. Tine Endi Nurdin is the better sprinter. So Nasruddin, the lead just about 3 minutes, 3 meters. Mohammed Nurdin Ibrahim of Malaysia, not made any move yet. Here we're going to have the bell, 1 lap to go. And I think we're certainly going to get a new record. And now there is a gap appearing. And Mohammed Nurdin Ibrahim, he goes into the silver medal position. Nasruddin, he's stretching his stride. Now, has he gone too early? Mohammed Nurdin is closing the back. Down the back straight. Mohammed Nurdin closing the gap. Nasruddin knows he's there. We're getting a great race now. It's Indonesia with Nasruddin in front. Mohammed Nurdin going past him. Now there's still 200 meters to go. We're definitely going to get a new games record. Has Mohammed Nurdin Ibrahim gone too soon? Nasruddin slightly overstriding there now, working hard to try and get back on terms. The Malaysian, nice high knee lift. He's not struggling. Mohammed Nurdin Ibrahim coming away. He's going to smash the games record. It's another gold for Malaysia. Mohammed Nurdin Ibrahim comes in 4:25.79. Well, he's smashed the games record by fully 15 seconds there. Beautifully timed run, and coming in third place, Tine Endi Nurdin. Well, he made the early running, but he's more of a sprinter than a stayer. And Chaloam comes in 4th place from Thailand, a late entrant. The 2 Singapore runners still coming home. Well, the Malaysian flag, we haven't seen so much of it today, but we've seen plenty of it throughout the competition. And Nasruddin, there's no shame in that, ran a good race, opened a lead, but Mohammed Nurdin Ibrahim always seemed to have just a little bit in hand, and a thoroughly exhausted Mohammed Nurisham Yusra of Singapore finally crosses the line. Followed by Lim Wei Leong. Well, it's an achievement for all of the athletes, but this fellow, Mohammed Nurdin Ibrahim of Malaysia, 15 seconds he's knocked off the games record. 4 minutes 25.79. I think in the introduction for T20, it suggested that these athletes may struggle to execute tactics. I didn't see much evidence of that in this race from Mohammed Nurdin Ibrahim. Tactically ran an outstanding race. Taken out by Tine Endi Nurdin, but you can see he's a little bit heavier built. He's a 400-meter runner, really. The lighter figures are the middle distance runners. On his shoulder at that stage, Nasruddin, his fellow countryman, but it was this guy, Mohammed Nurdin Ibrahim, went past his man in the back straight and just kept on stretching out. He could have gone a lot quicker than this. Wonderful race from the Malaysian, and another gold for a country that has had a fine tournament.